The country's 27th Prime Minister's Independence Lecture Series, presented by Ms Willa Liburd-Tavernier, focused on the role of information and its ownership, as delivered in her address entitled Perpetual Progress Towards a Sustainable Information Ecosystem. The lecture was delivered at the ECCB Sir Cecil Jacobs Auditorium at the 10th September event attended by Her Excellency Dame Ms Willa Liburd, GCMG, JP, Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, as well as representatives of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, public and private sector officials, and students of St. Kitts and Nevis. Ms Liburd-Tavernier, a former St. Kitts and Nevis state scholar, made the point that information is a powerful tool used to shape beliefs, generate action, and control a narrative. As such, one of the lessons, she said, was to control our own story.
The way a piece of information is presented can convince you that something is right or wrong, good or bad, valuable or worthless. It can convince you that something is desirable and you should work to attain it, or the opposite. So information often comes with a value judgment about something. That's exactly why we have the concept of social media influencers to shape how people think. And this is why information literacy is so essential, because not every piece of information is true or honest or fairly presented. Foundational questions for information literacy include: who controls the story? What do they want me to believe? Why do they want me to believe it? And what should I do about it? Stories are powerful. They can shape our world. When others control our stories, access to our heritage can be limited. We must take charge of our own stories.
In responding to her lecture, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew noted the intellectual talent and capacity, the depth of resources that lie amongst our country's nationals, as he commended her involvement with the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College.
She has brought a perspective and a topic that we are not often exposed to. Who would have thought that library studies, a librarian, is an academic of such importance to define a people, to define us, to say who we are, what is our identity. That has really opened up my eyes, and I know many of you here are indeed astonished by the extent to which she went to demonstrate that information, the handling of information, is critically important to determine who we are as a people. And just to add a couple of things, because I think it was important that she noted the work that she's doing with Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College. Important work she's doing, mostly volunteering and extending resources from a well-resourced university to our Clarence Fitzroy College, ensuring that we can, of course, do this very important and vital work. But I want to say one other thing in line with what she's promoting, that at this time we are digitizing, is it digitizing or digitalizing? Digitizing our archives. And I want to say, just before you clap, that that project is going on. And in that vein, I want to really honor the legacy of His Excellency, our third Governor General, Sir Edmund Lawrence, who has passed on. Apart from his work with establishing our Indigenous Bank, which became the largest bank in the OECS at one point, from pennies, and that is for our young people to know. He made the last significant contribution of well over $30,000 to procure the equipment to digitize our archives very, very recently.
This year's independence celebrations are being held under the theme Perpetual Progress, a Sustainable Future in View, Independence 42, penned by Ms Denola Laplace, winner of the Independence 42 theme competition, and who introduced Ms Willa Liburd-Tavernier, featured speaker in the 2025 Prime Minister's Independence Lecture Series. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.